So hello and welcome everyone. Myself CMA Mahendra Saini, and it's proud moment for me and everyone that today we have the special guest and a superstar of our profession, CMA Gautham Gopal. CMA Gautham Gopal is from Kerala, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, and he is live with us today on this platform. So CMA Gautham Gopal is a All India ranked 10 in CMA final, and he's selected in Indian Oil Corporation, the PSU company, and is selected on a good attractive package. So Gautam, I welcome on behalf of my institute on this platform, you especially, right? And obviously, I will talk to you regarding your success, what's your success mantra, and how did you clear the CMA, and how did you get the AIR-10. It's a great thing to come in the AIR-10, right? So we will talk to you. So I, on behalf of my institute, once again welcome on this platform. Welcome you, Gautam.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mahendra. I'm actually glad to be part of this session, talking with my fellow peers and students and especially, eminent members like you. So I'm actually thanking you for giving me this opportunity. And let's talk and discuss about various aspects like you said. So I hope this session will be helpful for many of them to see this. Thank you.
So Gautam, you are AIR-10, All India Rank 10.
Yes. Yeah,
So
yes.
how do you feel that when you come to AIR-10? So how did you feel?
Actually, it is pretty unbelievable moment. Not only for me. If you take anyone who has taken rank, like all the 50 or anybody, no one would have thought they would take rank like that because the question paper itself was that kind of tough. You can see the pattern is different completely. The time what we are surrounded by this COVID times, everything is completely uncertain. So for me, when I took this exam, my first priority was to pass this. So that was what I was aiming. This rank was completely out of the blue, and I was completely stunned to see. I can't believe it for a few minutes after seeing that rank list itself. It was really, sorry, it was really a wild moment for me. One of the proud moments in my CMA career.
Yeah. So Gautam, just I want to tell you that across the India, this channel is seen by the the student. So
Yeah.
everyone want to very much listen to you on this platform. So my first question is, please tell us about yourself in brief. That where are you from, what did you do, and how did you clear these things? Please.
Yeah, sure. So, my family is actually from commerce background. I have to tell you that because of them, I got to know about the CMA course and all the professional course in general. They gave me a rough idea about what a CMA or CA or CS it is. So after my 12th standard, I joined my bachelor's in commerce. So right after joining the college, settling for 1 or 2 months, I started my CMA. In the year 2018, I started from my first year in college. And in 2021, I cleared it. So actually, it took 3 years, like I expected. I cleared everything in the first attempt itself, thankfully. So, right from college, side by side, I did both of my bachelor's and the CMA. So basically, I did my CMA course by self-studying only with the help of few online classes and YouTube channels like yours who help us in many ways. Like few chapters, whichever academy you go, you might not find it easy to understand. But if you go to YouTube, many channels like yours, they easily tell us and how to solve that in a much simpler way. They give us more insights. So I found it very useful. So I also took the help of YouTube, of course, and some online lectures and all the PDFs, everything. So basically, I did it by studying myself. Only for inter group one alone, I took an academy in Chennai itself. So this is my pretty simple journey, I would say. Because of COVID, 6 months got prolonged for me, like many students. So yeah, it was like the time of uncertainty for all of us. This 3 year period, you don't know when exams will be conducted, what mode it will be conducted. So you have to keep preparing until the miracle happens. So I'm happy that somehow between these struggles and hardship, many people like me cleared, and I hope a lot of more people, a lot of more students will also join me in this CMA career.
Okay, so Gautam, apart from this CMA course, are you doing anything course for more?
No. I put my full time on CMA only. Yes,
Okay.
I
Now,
studied CMA and
now you're
yeah, tell me.
satisfied to your job and your
Yeah,
career.
actually, I'm pretty much satisfied. I'm full right now. I don't expect anything more from my career. Actually, I got my bachelor's and one of the
mm,
prestigious,
mm,
degree in the country and a good package with in a reputed
mm,
company in the country. So I think
mm,
it's all done for me.
mm. Okay, great. So, Gautam, in this little age, the small age, you achieved a great,
Yes.
achievement. And thank you so
Yeah.
much, and congratulations once again. So,
Thank you. Thank you.
Gautam, that my next question is, why did you choose the only CMA? Why did you not go in another fields, in chartered accountants, in company secretary, in the engineering line, in medical line?
Okay.
Only why you did the choose the CMA?
Yeah, that is really a pretty interesting story. Like actually, as I told you before, basically my near family members, everyone is from commerce field itself, so they pretty much know this how know the industry works, what's the
Mm,
most in demand job, how
mm,
can you shape your career like that. So basically my cousins are CA, CMA, CS, and also some of them are have done their MBA now, B
mm,
schools as well. So
mm,
I got an idea about every course. As I said,
mm,
amongst all these different cadres, why I chose CMA was, I would say CMA is pretty, smart option for us. When I studied, the internship period was around 6 months. Today it is 15 months around. When you go to industry, it doesn't matter if you are CA or CMA. You know that you are going to be someone who is going to be posted in accounting field. So when you go to statutory, audit kind of stuffs, you can choose CA. So you have to set your goal, what you have to do first, whether it's your corporate dream or you want to set up an audit firm, do statutory audit like that. For me, I thought I would prefer corporate field it's like my way to join the corporate companies rather than opening my own firm. That was my path. So I felt that CMA would be taking me to that place very soon. But of course, it is going to be very tough exams. It is one of the toughest exams in the world. No compromise in that. But I thought like doing CMA would actually fulfill my dreams, which has really fulfilled. Working in Indian Oil is like many people's dream. You have to write exams and all to get into that company. But by doing CMA, I think all the hardships has finally paid really well. Like my dreams have got finally achieved, I would say.
That's great. So, Gautam, you know that every student who entered in the CMA is a CMA course. So, every student give their 100% to this course, to this exam.
Yes, yes,
But what did you do the
yes,
different that you came in the AIR? What did you do then different to another student to come in AIR? And what was your study plans? What was your
yes.
strategy? Can you explain to our student?
Yes, actually, the strategy is first of all to cover the entire syllabus. That is the first strategy I would suggest every student to,
Cover.
take into
Okay.
account. Because I can say from real example itself, right from 2019 to 21, between these years, Institute has conducted exam in three different patterns. I have written in pen and paper mode, I have written in MCQ, and I have written in the recent mode as well. So
Great.
what is the common thing between these three different terms is they have asked question in syllabus. You cannot pinpoint that this particular chapter is very important. From
Great.
that only they will ask. You can see in direct tax and indirect tax, they have tested you in real life. Like what are the practical things that are happening in the industry like that. Even how long the OTP will be valid before e-filing the returns. Like that, institute has tested you in every grounds. So I would say if you pinpoint particular chapters in a subject, it will not help you that much. So I would say you have to cover the entire syllabus first of all. Entire syllabus in the sense, of course, you will not be having time to cover each and every page of it. But I would say if you take 10 if you have 10 chapters in your particular subject, cover 6 to 7 in a full depth way, in a fully, you have to cover all the nook and corners. In few chapters, you have to at least know what is the foundation of it, what is the basics of it. That thing students should really know, because when you see the question, you should at least know what chapter it is from. It should not be completely blank. And in this term, I can really say that institute has really tested us. They have even asked it from they have asked from really small chapters for big questions. So you need to be very thorough. That is the first strategy I would suggest. Simplifying your study will not help you that much. You have to plan accordingly in which chapters you have more strength. Based on that, here you can put more efforts on that. But you cannot completely skip one particular chapter and focus on the others, because institute can set question view only on the chapters that you have skipped.
Correct.
So that is not going to help you. So first best strategy is cover everything.
Cover
See
everything.
how much, yeah, see how much time you have. See where you are today. Yeah, you know where you want to reach in next 9 months. So between this period, where you are now, where you want to reach, you have to set a schedule. Don't put a rigid tight schedule, that also will not work. You have to be lenient on that. You have to see, within this week, what should I complete? Like that, you have to put a schedule. Schedule is the thing which makes you to track what is happening. So if you just go with the flow, you don't remember what you covered, you don't know what you have to cover. So to track what you have done, what to be done, schedule is the second most important thing, I would say. So after doing schedule, next you have to concentrate on the pattern of the exam, which institute put emphasis on. Like important chapters we have obviously. So in that area, you have to put concentration on much. You have to work out the problems or understand the theory very well. Conceptual understanding is very very important. It is not like school exams where you can bit that's also not going to work. So you have to be conceptually very strong. So no matter what happens, you can attend the questions very well. At least you can try to solve the problems by half. So I would say conceptually you have to be strong in every chapter that you take. And also in interviews, interviewers will expect you to know that thing. You cannot basically say that I'm a CMA, but I don't know what kind of returns are there in income tax. So for my practical knowledge as well as for examination purpose, have to be I need not be thorough in all 100%. Even myself, I'm not thorough in all 100%. But to the extent of 60 to 75%, you should be in your best. Balance to 20-25%, at least you should have that foundation group basics to be very strong to carry the some at least to some extent where you can get some marks. It is a very good strategy for you as well.
Okay,
Yes.
great. So Gautam, how many hours you did in a day at the time of the exam preparation?
Yeah, actually speaking, I don't study for 10-12 hours really.
Mm.
I know it depends from person to person, I would say. For me, I can say that even if you study for 1 hour, 2 hours, that should be enough. If you sit for 10-12 hours, but around 8 to 10 hours, if you're going to stare at wall or watch a mobile, the 10-12 hours doesn't matter. So even if you study for an hour, in that hour, you should be covering your agenda. You should be understanding that chapter or that particular sum. You should get through that. So that's why as you study doesn't make any big sense. So for me, I would say I would study around 4 to 5 hours and I watch few lectures. After completing lectures, whether it is YouTube or whatever, I take that particular chapter, go through it by myself. If I find any problems to be difficult, I go to YouTube and watch channels like yours to get much grip on it, and I will again try those some to get a better understanding.
Gautam, at the end of your exam, right? Did you think that
Yes, yes.
I will come in AIR? Did you think about?
No,
No.
I didn't even think that I will pass. Actually, I started to prepare again. In fact, that's the
Okay.
brutal fact. If you can ask anyone, they will say the same thing. I know about to prepare the next schedule for June exams. In fact, but something kept stopped me. Let's see how results turn out. So after seeing the past results, only I got my breath. In fact, so that was quite unexpected for me. Really, I did not hope for that.
So Gautam, what was your first reaction when you came in, when you seeing your name in the AIR? What was your first reaction? Did you believe
Actually,
yourself?
yeah, I didn't believe. Actually, I know since it is in top 10 first page itself, you can see your name, right? So I don't even know why I downloaded the list in first place because I was so happy that I passed in the first place. So I was so content with that. After 2-3 hours only the rank list comes. So I was completely fulfilled by that emotion of passing the exams itself. So just randomly downloaded the rank list and seeing the name, the end of the first page, I was just awestruck. I did not even express it in words. I just called my mom to see my face in that list. So I did not even tell her that it's a rank list. She was just seeing what kind of list it was. So I was completely out of words to express this. I don't know how to even tell that I got ranked at two in India level. That was really a big thing for me. Yeah.
So what is your favorite subject in final?
Actually, it is GST. In fact, right from inter, I love GST because I worked in GST field actually. Since I got that practical knowledge of GST, I started loving the subject much more. And since I got much more insights and enhanced experience I got in GST, like filing or all the department connotations, everything I got into GST. So GST is pretty favorite for me.
So Gautam, you did study well and you got AIR also. So this is your first step of your life. But
Yes.
that we say that to do CMA or to pass the CMA is very tough course, but to apply and to use this CMA degree is most tough, right? And you really
Yes.
applied
Yes.
your
Yes.
degree in the right place. You got selected in Indian Oil
Yes.
Corporation. It's a Maharatna
Yeah.
company, right? So
Yes.
now I just want to ask you that in how many company you were selected as you were shortlisted?
Yeah, well, so I got shortlisted in about five, six companies in Chennai, actually. So the problem was all of those six company had interview in the same day itself. So had to, jump from one place to another because you don't know which company will be actually selected. So I shuffled my companies in the order of the priority in which I have to work. So Indian Oil was obviously my first choice. So after I submitted my documents and I attended the personal interview in Indian Oil, which lasted for around 30 minutes. After that, I also attended pretty few companies. Before I got out from the third company, I was given information that I got selected by Indian Oil. So yeah, it is pretty much hectic one for you. On that day, you will see a lot of students competing against one another. So many companies will be there. Your favorite companies too, or big companies, everybody will be there, and all the companies interview will happen at the same time. You will lose
Yeah.
your documents. You don't even have time to drink water. You have to just run from one place to another. So have to take that thing inside you. You have to calmly take decisions on that time. You should be attending interviews at your best without compromising anywhere. So one company's interview might be stressful for you. You should not take that same stress when you open the other door. That's
Right.
what I feel, actually. So you have to before the day of interview, you should prioritize what companies you are going to attend. Accordingly, you have to go from one place to another. And I would say you have to keep friends in every places as much as possible, because they will help you to call you whenever there is a call, whenever the company is calling you personally. So that will also help you. So don't take too much stress. And as institute, from our institute, CMA institute, it is really helpful in getting you big companies like Indian Oil. So you will be placed in a very good company. You don't have to worry about that. Thing is, you have to be present at that moment, give your best, rest, everything will fall in place.
So what are the criteria in IOCL to select a candidate?
Yeah, IOCL did not see like if you take rank or something. That moment when you are going inside, you are just like any other person. Your rank, marks, percentage, nothing matters. How much you are strong and grip in the subjects that you have studied, how much you know about Indian Oil Corporation, that is very important, and the oil industry in which it operates, how much knowledge you have, the business knowledge you have. That's what they have tested. Once they shortlist, not only Indian Oil, any companies, once they shortlist these candidates, all the 10 or 20 or 30, 40, how much ever they shortlist, they are going to be on the same track. Just because you have taken rank, they are not going to give you any special treatment or like that. So I would say, like in the beginning, how I said that you should know the concepts pretty well, because it will help you in interviews as well in long term. Similarly, in IOCL, they tested me in the areas of GST, because since I had my experience in GST, they the club that GST part in the oil industry, and how essential it is for the GST council to bring all these petroleum products into GST frame. What can be the solution that we are expected to provide? Like that, they asked you in a practical way. So I would say that you should have a strong group of strong group of subjects, and in the place where you have worked, in case you have an articleship experience or somewhere in corporates, you should be knowing what you have done in that company or in that firm, because they really expect you to say like what you have done right from morning 9 o'clock till 6 o'clock. Between these two time, what you have done in that organization, they want you to completely list out the activities that you do for 8 hours in a day. Will ask you what change you will bring in Indian Oil Corporation once you join that. So you should have a pretty good communication skill, because only then you can convey what you have done in yourself to that company. Because I know this particular aspect, but I have to communicate it with them. If I don't communicate it with them, they don't know what I know. It is like the communication is the bridge between myself
Right.
and the company.
Good.
So students have to be knowing to communicate their strengths to the company, so they can upsell themselves to the company, showing them in a better way, I would say. Yes.
Okay, that's great. Gautam, you got AIR 10, you got selected Indian Oil Corporation, and the secure life. So now, what's your future
Yes.
plan? What's your future goal? Still, you have any future
Uh,
goal?
Actually, yeah, future goal is like a never-ending one. It just keeps changing. It just keeps upgrading. So as far as now concerned, I'm pretty happy. As I said, I've completed one of the biggest course in country, got placed in a good company. I will be sitting back and enjoying this slack of at least for 2 years. Academically, we have worked almost for 20 years, right from school, college, CMA, everything have worked. I think it's time for me to sit back and relax a bit, see things around. After that, I might be taking some international financial courses as well once I get settled in Indian Oil.
Okay.
Like, we have so many financial risk oriented courses that are, that can uplift your career. So whatever I'm gonna do, I will be doing if it prospects my career to next level, not just because everyone's doing or it's like fancy course. If it really helps to upgrade my existing level, taking me to the next stage, probably I'll do that like ACC or something like that maybe.
Great. And the best wishes for our side. And
Thank you.
congratulations, Gautam, once again. Gautam, my last question is, that in coming days,
Yes.
the CMS exam is nearby, right? Everyone of the
Yes.
student of CMA is busy in doing your profession there, right? So, what is your valuable
Yes.
suggestion? What valuable suggestion you want to forward to our students, right? Who that someone is worry that there's a very less percentage of the result right this time. So they are very
Yes.
much
Yes.
worried, right? So how should we clear this CMA, right? What study should we apply because only that very few less is still the lab. So what's your
Yes.
valuable suggestion to our students that in points, right? That can be the considered things.
Yeah, first of all, you can see no matter how much time you have, whether 2 years, 3 years, still that
Yeah.
moments before exam, you will feel
Hmm.
like you don't have
Hmm.
time.
Hmm.
So first of all, it is really okay and fine to feel that way. You will have every negative energy surrounding you that you won't pass, you won't get marks or anything. It is quite natural. Actually, that's the spirit which keeps you going because once you convince yourself that you have studied everything, you're not going to open your books and all. So that fear will keep you running in that area of
Hmm.
like I have not studied this, I have to cover this. That keeps you run for an ever and ever. So right now we can say around 1 month is left for the exams. I would say this 1 month you have to put emphasis on revising. That is very important because almost for 9 months you would have studied right from the beginning of the ninth month. So sorry, beginning of the first month. So a lot of things might have been gone in the air itself, like especially law. It is fully theoretical subject, so he need to completely stay in track of that. And as far as direct tax and indirect tax concerned, so many changes have come up in these last few months. So I would suggest the students to take up at least the main important stuffs, because for me they really ask the recent tedious sections that have been implemented by the government, or whatever changes in the form of amendments, circulars, notifications that have come up, that should be like at least gone through. Okay, not completely need to revise it, but at least you should be knowing what has happened to give you some clear idea. At least for one words it will help you. And revise, that is going to help you, because right before exams you don't know how your health is going to be, how your situation is going to be. So every day is going to be like ticking time bomb for you. So you have to I would not say like study for again 15 18 hours. That's not practically possible. So even if you study for that 2 or 3 hours, make it worthwhile, make it efficient. Even this 1 month, put a rough schedule like fast track classes how we offer in so many academies. Students should also prepare a fast track schedule for themselves. In a week we have to complete this, in 2 days we have to complete this, and if possible go through all the suggested papers, because as I said, pattern might change but syllabus is the same thing. You have to study from all the nook and corners, go through everything. Yeah, if you have skipped anything, try to put efforts on that area before the first week of June itself. Don't take until the last moment of exam, because I would say the last 2 3 weeks of revision. Don't start any new circus in the last 2 weeks, because you will not understand it in the first stage itself. You will put a lot of time on that one particular chapter itself, so it will consume a lot of time and you will forgetting about the rest things, and it will create a panic and fear in yourself also. So try to complete whatever chapters that you have left so far completely in the beginning of 1st of June itself. Try to complete them. After that, till the end of the exams, revise everything you have studied. Have bit of confidence. Obviously you will not get any confidence. As students you have to experience it, no other go until you complete your exams. So, have to see how campuses are happening, how companies are coming, see the positive side once you complete this, because you are in the final stage. In fact, the last bridge you have to cross it. Once you cross, everything is going to be like colorful. So see that positive thing. In 1 month your life can be completely changed. So see the positives, ignore negatives as much as possible, keep
Yes.
studying, keep efficiently studying, that's all.
A great, really great. Appreciate your views for a student. Gautam, basically you are from Chennai, Tamil Nadu, right?
Yes, yes,
What the
yes.
scope and what the that environment of CMA in Tamil Nadu?
Government, sorry, I don't get that.
What the scope? What the scope of CMA, especially in Tamil Nadu?
Yeah, obviously you can see that Tamil Nadu is like one of the biggest hubs of finance in India. The infrastructure here is very good. So many IT companies are popping up. We can obviously say that South India is growing as huge as possible. So as a cost accountants, you can see you can be instrumental in the changes in the government, because you can see so many metro projects are coming up. The infrastructure in all ways are in all the ways are improving. Industries are getting in a particular span of time. Like Chennai is basically a metropolitan city. There is not like concentration only on software or hardware. Both of them are growing simultaneously. As an accountant itself, you have a lot of scope here. When it comes to like cost accountant, we don't have to say the opportunities we have. There's a lot of projects getting popped up. Government is getting investments across the globe. People are investing in Tamil Nadu. So when the companies grow, automatically the demand for to fulfill these jobs will also grow. And obviously people are coming from across the country to Chennai, especially to get better job prospects, we can say. Maybe blue collar, white collar, all kinds of employment opportunities are currently available in Tamil Nadu. Next to Maharashtra, I think Tamil Nadu is fastest growing state in India. So I would say you have pretty good opportunities as an engineer or accountant or whatever. Yes.
Right, well, once again, congratulations, Gautam, and really thank you so much for you gave us the time in a busy schedule, and very very thank you once
Thank you.
again, and congratulations and best wishes for your future endeavor. You go ahead next, right? So thank you so much, Gautama, once again.